Real estate agents, on this video today I'll be showing you step by step on how to build and launch Facebook lead format so that you can get more seller leads and have more conversations with homeowners who potentially looking to sell their properties. I'm going to be showing you a Facebook lead form setup utilizing a GPT that can help you craft ad copies as well as give you ideas for the creatives and headlines, etc. I'll be showing you step by step how to utilize the GPT to build the ad creatives, the headlines, as well as how to build and launch the Facebook lead forms. Now, if you're new to the channel and don't know who I am, my name is Eetu. I'm the founder and CEO at Mescula, a real estate growth agency that's revolutionizing the way how realtors across the US and Canada are acquiring listings by implementing the AI-enhanced value-first online listing acquisition system. And on this channel, I'll show you how to build predictable and scalable listing acquisition systems so that you can close 12, 24, 36 or more listings per year. If you're already a subscriber, welcome back, thank you. And that being said, let's dive in. All right, now that we're on my screen here, I'll show you the GPT and how to use that to build the home listing ads, and then I'll dive into the ads manager on how to actually do this setup to build and launch your Facebook lead form campaigns in order to generate more seller leads today. The first things to do is just to go into this GPT. There should be probably a link somewhere in the description to just get it, and then you can start as easily as write me a home listing ad for Denver if you tend to be in Denver. This just gives you a couple ideas in terms of what you can do with that, but let's do it. Write me create me a home evaluation ad for Miami, Florida. By the way, one thing here, I still highly recommend running home listing ads when you're running Facebook and Instagram ads to generate seller leads. They are the best when it comes to the conversion, and I can show you that they actually does work. Most of our customers, we have hundreds of agents that we work with and are crushing it and generating listings month over month from Facebook and Instagram ads. Most of them are using home listing ads or some type of home listing ads, street by street evaluation, price updates, etc. to get those leads, because the real magic actually happens in the back end. Hence why I have other videos going deeper into the back end after we get those leads. On this video, I just want to show you how to get more seller leads so that you can have more conversations and then a potential work with us to generate more opportunities and more listings from those leads. That being said, let's continue. So create me a home listing ad for Miami, Florida. I want you to create ad copy, headline, as well as give me an idea of the creative. Let's see what it says. Tailored home revelation, curious about your home's value. The Miami real estate market is changing. Don't get left behind. Find out how much your home is worth in today's market with free home evaluation. Get a personal report showing your home current value, comparison, market trends, all at no cost to you. Click below to request your free email report today. No application, just answers. And what's your Miami home worth? Find out now. That's pretty cool. Super simple, straightforward, nothing crazy, nothing too fancy. Pretty idea, main visual, stunning. Okay, cool, awesome. Looks pretty good. Implementation. Select housing. Okay, cool. Use broad targeting. Cool. Single image. I recommend single images or videos even, but if you're just starting out, go with single image so you can actually test out and get those leads in, and then we can kind of like fine tune and get out to use videos and stuff like that. I love Facebook advertising placements, Facebook feed, Instagram feed, etc. Cool. And learn more. Cool, awesome. That being said, let's dive in. So we have the ad copy. We could straight up use this, or we could ask it to maybe fine tune the ad copy a bit. Maybe you want to add on something that you know currently is happening in the market where you at. So in Miami, there's like this and that happening. So find a way to add this into the ad copy in a compliant way. as well as compelling way, and then maybe potentially we could play around with the headline slightly, but we could start with that. The main idea is that the ad copy, the headline, and the creative all talk about the same thing, and it's streamlined and it's in alignment with each other, so that when people see the creative and then they see the ad copy, headline, they all focuses on the same thing, so that we can direct their clicks to the next page, or in this case to lead form that I'm showing you. Cool. That being said, we have this. So let's go to Ads Manager and let's go here and click Create Leads. We go with leads, continue. I recommend going with the manual leads campaign. You hit continue. And here, you just name the campaign. So I would do home evaluation lead form. And then let's put in the date. It's December 10th, 2024. You can put that in. You do have to put in the housing category in this case. There are few instances where we actually don't need to use the housing category when we're running certain type of ads. That's kind of like a secret sauce that we don't give out for free to people. That's when you can actually work with us and we do that thing for you, so we can go more narrow with our targeting. However, if you're running this on your own and you're building up, using housing category isn't an issue. It just, like, obviously you need to run a 15-mile radius. However, Facebook is really good at narrowing down to the actual locations that you want to get leads from. Obviously, you're going to get some leads outside of the radius as well, but all the good stuff. If you do want to work with us, let us do this thing for you and actually make it better and better. There's a link in the description and that will direct you to this page. More about that later on. However, let's go in. Obviously, countries in this case, and not Finland, but not Falkland Islands. What is that? United States. Let's go. United States. Cool. And yes, I understand. Review those. Turn this off, and click next. And then ad set, home evaluation, Miami. I think we were in Miami. Let's double check. Yes, Miami. Cool. So that, and then location, instant forms. You could put in even here lead form, and then the date. Cool. Instant forms. You select your page. And then if you have not accepted the Meta's lead ad terms, you do have to accept those. Here, when it comes to performance calls, you can basically select the maximize number of leads, or you can maximize number of conversion leads. Now, if you're getting started and launching your first campaign, especially if your budget is low, I would recommend going with the maximize number of leads. And then you can figure out, like, okay, once you start to get leads in and you have hundreds of leads, it's like, oh, like 50, 100, whatever. Then you can start to figure out, okay, like, should I do something when it comes to actually getting more higher intent with this? However, to get started, I would go with the maximum number of leads and the volume, and then actually narrowing down later on. If you have not been running ads, that's what I would start with. Now, if you know what you're doing and you have more knowledge around Facebook ads, then probably you wouldn't even watching this. In that case, like, if you work with us, for example, like, we don't maximize on the volume, we maximize on the intent, but also we don't do lead forms. So there's a couple other things we do, but this is just to show you the lead form setup and what I would do if I would start with not much experience and actually starting the first campaigns, just so you can get much more conversations with potential sellers, with homeowners, and starting the process, and then learning the skills and getting bunch opportunities to actually get better and better at. Now, on that note as well, I would do the daily budget at minimum $20. You could go really at minimum like $15. Right now, when we're running ads, we run the survey page. On there, we see around $25-30 per lead. On the lead form side of things, when we maximize number of leads, we'll probably get the lead cost down because you get more leads. So you could start with 15-20, but $20 20 is pretty easy. The more you spend, the faster you will get the data, and the faster you can actually optimize and see what's working, what's not. Just to keep that in mind. When it comes to start date, I like to start the ads. I like to launch new ads as early as possible during the on the day. So for example, right now it's 7:05 a.m. US Eastern time. I think, yes, somewhere there. So basically what I would do, I would launch this tomorrow, and I would launch this at like 4 a.m. You could even go and just launch it 12 a.m. Eastern tomorrow, so that it resets when the date changes. But it's not a huge effect. The earlier you can do that, the better. So 12 a.m., 4 a.m., somewhere there in that window, I'll just do it. But doesn't affect a lot, but it does help if you just start earlier. So let's just go with the 12 a.m. There's people who say that it matters a lot. The main thing there is that it just you just start it early, right? So it doesn't really matter if it's 12 a.m., 1 a.m., 2 a.m., 3 a.m., 4 a.m., whatever the case may be. But in this case, let's just do 12 a.m. But if you would be launching these ads, it would be 3 a.m. that you're building. You can definitely launch them at 4 a.m. Like, you don't need to wait for a day. No wonder what other people are saying. Just to let you in on that little secret there. Custom audiences, obviously just a location here that we need to change. We don't want to run ads there, and we don't want to run ads countrywide. We want to run ads in Miami, Florida, and 50-mile radius. We can't go more narrow with the housing category. As you can see, the radius is here, right? This. And thing to keep in mind, basically, nowadays when we have this reach people living or recently in this location, that means that if there are people who were visiting, they can still see your ads. However, if we use homeowners, etc., and ad copy, the Facebook algorithm is pretty good at narrowing down to those people, but you may end up having 1 or 2 leads out of 100 that are outside of Miami, but they just were there, right? Again, if working with us, we have a couple different things, but still at the same time, there are still a couple of things that we can do to narrow it down. But at the same time, there are still going to be some leads that come outside of whatever the radius is, just because of how the setup is. But Facebook is great at narrowing down, so I wouldn't be too worried about that. And that's pretty much it. Then in the placements, what you want to do is you want to click edit, and you want to go with manual placements. Okay, and I'll show you what placements to go. Just take all of this off, and then just go into feeds. Go Facebook feed, Facebook profile feed, Instagram feed, Instagram profile feed, Facebook marketplace. You could technically go with the feeds. I probably won't. The lower your budget is, the harder it is to get something working when you have fast, when you have multiple different placements. So stories, Instagram, Facebook, Instagram Reels, Instagram profile feeds, and Facebook Reels. Search results, I would take this off, and I would just leave these settings. Right, you can always split test these and all that good stuff, but these tend to be working pretty well. So go with these settings. You hit next, you go to the next page. Obviously you're going to select your Facebook page as well as your Instagram account. So you want to be running on Facebook and Instagram in this sense, so you're going to add on those both. If you have not connected your Instagram account to your Facebook Business Manager, it should pop up here, I think, like a notification that, hey, you need to connect to Instagram in order to actually run on Instagram. Or you could use the Facebook page to run on Instagram, but then your Instagram profile wouldn't get the benefits of running Instagram ads, right? So I would go and connect your Instagram into your Facebook Business Manager, and that way you can actually use that profile on Instagram to run those ads. Now we're gonna go with single image. We're going to edit the oops, not turning the video, but we're gonna edit the media, and we're gonna just select this is one of the examples for like best performing creatives. As of right now, I have not updated the city here. Obviously you can also see that it's from Chicago, and you what you would always want to do is you take you can go to Google Earth, for example, or Google Maps in this case, and just take a screenshot from bird's eye view of the location, and then drop a pin, and then have like Miami street by street evaluations or evaluations, whatever the case may be, and then just do that. This is just one of the examples in terms of the ad creative that actually works, which is kind of crazy because it's so super simple. Now for the primary text, we want to go to the GPT, and we're going to copy this one. So we're going to copy the ad copy, and we're going to go back to the primary text, and we're going to go here. Miami home is curious about your home's value. The Miami real estate market is changing. Don't get left behind. Find out how much your home is worth in today's market with a free home evaluation. Let's test that one thing. Can we get this up to the leaning? When I say leaning, I mean this, what you can see just before the see more. My experience of your home's value. The Miami real estate market is changing. Don't get left. ... This is actually probably pretty good. So we can do this. So you can see in the leaning a bit more than just the question. Sometimes this is where you can also test. Is like, is it better to just see the question or to see more, to create more curiosity, and get them to read more? Okay. Get a person showing your home's current value, market trends, all at no cost to you. Click below to request your free home report today. No applications, just answers. Now, cool. Then what we want to do is we want to get on the headline. So we can use this headline that the GPT created for us, and we can just put that in there. Sometimes what I like to do is I like to just take, if you look at the headline, in this case you can see the whole thing here. What's your Miami home worth? Find out now. If you can see the whole thing, that's probably okay, but if you don't see the whole thing, for example, like it would be too long and you just see ... I would probably take off whatever you can't see fully, and I would put into description. You can also play around with this. However, the description doesn't matter too much, but I just like to put in pretty much the same thing as in the headline, but just like instead of a question, as like command. So find out now what your Miami home is worth in today's market. Find out what your Miami home is worth in today's market. That's it. That's as simple as that. And we're gonna go with this. As you can see, I have some old form here, so I'll just copy that and I'll show you how to create one. So let's go to create form. Actually, sorry, before that, you can see the call to action. Change it to learn more. Boom, boom, boom. And now actually you can't see that, so let's take this one off. What's your Miami home worth? As a question, learn more, and then we have this one here. Now it looks better, and it probably works better. You can also make this, instead of a question, you could ask from the ChatGPT other variations for the headline, but you could also just use whatever we have here. Is like, get your free home value report today. So like a command, like CTA, call to action, like do this now, instead of having questions. Sometimes questions works pretty well, but one thing is when we have in the actual ad copy, we have a question already in the lean-in, curious about your home's value, then we most likely want to have in the headline actually a call to action, like someone sees like curious about your home value, yes I am, click here. So for example, let's actually change this. You could get this from the GPT, but you can also become creative yourself. You don't need the AI to do everything for you. Get your free price update now. Get free price update now. And we just put in like that. Get free price update now. Get your, let's see if you can fit in. Get your free price update now. Okay, cool. So now you can see like, okay, I see the question like, curious about your home's value? Yes, I am. Cool. Get your free price update now. So person who replies yes to the first question gets an offer right away from the headline, which makes them click. That's pretty cool. That's normally how you get more conversions on the ads. Just to give you a quick little tip. Also, this is something that you could test out if you wanna show it in the lean-in, or if you wanna put it under the see more. You can test it out. It actually can make a huge difference. Then instant form, create form. Let's see, let me actually copy this because I didn't copy this. This is what I would do. So create form, continue, generate untitled. So lead, home evaluation, lead form, and then the time. Again, same thing here, like you can test it out with more volume or higher intent. However, if you put in the maximum number of leads earlier, I will put in the higher intent here. What this really does is just adds a review step that gives people the chance to review their info before they actually click submit. So I do like this because when you're running lead forms on Facebook, you tend to get a bunch of BS as well. Hence why we don't really run lead forms, only in certain specific situations, and we do like surveys and our pre-qualification step in there. But when you're launching your initial ads and you just want to get more leads, do the maximum number of leads and then higher intent. That's my recommendation for you. You can test it out, it works better. At the end of the day, you just need to be testing. However, this has been the setup that I have seemed to work the best. Greeting, you saw I put in this. I put in what's my home worth now. Now, this is actually interesting. It says, what's my home worth now? It's like, why it doesn't ask like, what's your home worth now? Or get your home worth now, or whatever the case may be. What's my home worth now? That's what they're thinking when they get into that page. That's what they're thinking when they click on to open the lead form. What's my home worth now? So it just like reinforces what they're already thinking. And then, because they're thinking about that, the next thing is, recent home sales have affected your home's value. Take out 30-second quiz below to get your new home's value for free. Okay? You can change that in a way that it tells them info, like after they click submit, they get like, you give them a call or you send them the report or what the case may be. But that's what I would do. Then next, intro, you add in the questions. So you want to go with email, first name, last name. Obviously, if you ask first name, last name, you need to ask full name again. And then here's suggested questions actually. So what is the full address of the property? What is your relationship to the address? If the value is favorable, how soon are you looking to sell their home? So these are the questions that I would ask. And then please answer the below questions. Please submit your info, so we can please submit your info so we know where to send the price update. For example, submit your info below. That's that. Cool. We have these. What is your relationship? If the value is variable, what is the full address? And then we have the basic info with next. Obviously here you need to put a privacy policy link, and that gonna be yours. You go next, and you can see there's a slide to submit on that one. You go next, and then ending. Now here, Thanks, you're all set. You can visit the website or exit the form now. Here's what I would do in this step. I would have a calendar page. So whether you use Calendly or you have like a booking page or whatever, I will put it here. Go to the website. And instead of saying thanks, you all set, I would say wait. Schedule a 7-minute phone consultation below to get accurate. Oh, you could actually do this. Wait. You are not done yet. Schedule a 7-minute phone consultation below to get more accurate home value report or whatever, more accurate price update. So they submit the lead form, they see this, like, wait, you're not done yet, so then click away, and then a CTA, schedule a 7-minute phone constant below to get more accurate home value report, and then go to a website, and then you add on here your booking link. You add on your booking link, and then call to action is schedule the consultation. And that's what you're gonna do. And then you're gonna click create form. And you can see the form here. Once you actually select it, boom. And obviously when you're creating those, what is the relationship to the address? I didn't actually show you this, but you just add on the options: homeowner, family member, friend, potential buyer, if how soon, 0 to street, 0 to 6, 6 to 12, 12 plus, and then full address of the property, contact information, review info, slide to submit, and then when you're done, not done yet, schedule the consultation. That's it, right? Now, obviously, when you are generating these leads, and now that we are doing home evaluation ads, there's a whole sales process behind it. There's a whole conversion mechanisms that you need to have in place. You need to know how to utilize in order to actually turn these home evaluation leads to an actual opportunity, to conversations, to in-person appointments, to listings, right? There's a whole process behind that. And that's what we teach our clients on a weekly basis. Our 7 and 8 figure real estate agents actually train and teach and coach on a weekly basis, as well as our client success coaches on one-on-ones once a month on how to go about actually converting these leads, and then building scalable, predictable listing acquisition systems, and then a business that actually scales and grows without your constant input. That's the long-term play. Now, if you want to learn how we could potentially help you out, there's a link in the description that you can click, which will direct you to this page. And on this video, I'll show you, if you give us 7 days, how we can install our value first listing acquisition system into your business, and how we guarantee you get listings using our system and through our program. I'll explain everything there. I'll also go through 2 reasons why it actually works, even though you probably have been burned in the past by lead generation agencies, marketing agencies, maybe try to run ads yourself and wasn't really able to crack the code. Watch the video, get your interview with my team. They're going to be walking you through on how everything works, and if we can potentially help you out to get more listings and build a scalable listing acquisition system for you. If so, we go through the game plan together and go from there, and I'll see you on the other side if that happens. Now, obviously, if you don't do that, that's totally fine. That's cool and all. There's going to be new videos on the channel walking you through how to build these systems by yourself and actually scale your listing acquisition. So that being said, click subscribe and get notified, and I'll see you on the next one. Ciao.